watch my exclusive content not featured anywhere on YouTube, log on to my website at imjustheretomakeyoutthink.com/films.
You are now listening to ethnographic researcher Dane Calloway.
I want y'all to check out somebody named Dane Calloway.
Dane Calloway?
Look into Dane Calloway.
I'ma tell the truth and nothing but it, even if it's out of my constructed budget.
On I'm Just Here to Make You Think Radio.
OCO everyone. There was an audio clip that I used in a few of my videos so far, but the most recent one where I used it, it's in the video called "The American Negro is the American Indian." Now, this video gathered a lot of support from people around the world, and some may have missed that point of the video where I played this audio clip. So what I wanted to do today was treat you all to hearing the entire session of that particular interview where the African man was detailing his thoughts on the interviewer's questions. And one of those questions, he asked him, who are the black people of America? And the African man responded saying, the blacks been in America ever since. They are aboriginals.
Who are the black people in America?
The blacks been in America, been living here ever since. They are aboriginals.
It's just funny, okay? I'm gonna just say it that way. It's funny where this audio derived from, being as though some Pan-Africaning pro-defactors like to pretend that what I present to my audience is somehow inaccurate. But according to the date of this audio, even someone from across the world that I haven't met is stating loads of truthful information, very similar to what I presented and stated thus far. This brother details a lot in this interview, and I wish I could post his name, but apparently, according to even the African brother himself, they have been blocking him from the internet. So I couldn't locate his name and information before the time of this recording. But I'll update, of course, if the brother reaches out to me somehow. And also, just in case there are some misconceptions of what an Aboriginal is, the Latin ab means origin. And according to the 1828 Webster's English Language Dictionary, the term Aboriginal is an adjective meaning first, original, primitive. Aboriginal people are the first inhabitants of a country, Aboriginal tribes of America. And then it goes further, stating that the adjective Aboriginal is defined as an original or primitive inhabitant. The first settlers in a country are called Aboriginals, as the Celts in Europe and Indians in America. In this same dictionary, you will see the term Indian as a noun defined as a general name of any native of the Indies, as an East Indian or West Indian. It is particularly, meaning distinctively, applied to any native of the American continent. Right there alone informs the individual that Indian was not only used as a term that describes Aboriginal Nijis of the southern parts of Turtle Island. It was also used to describe all people of the American continent. And so if the West Indians were of various copper brown skin tones, then this dictionary defines who within its definition of the noun America. It says a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals, see? Or copper-colored races, meaning darkened skin tone, found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America, meaning foreign immigrants, and that's including those who have dual citizenship. It's not a coincidence that after all of these years of being called things we didn't create, like Black, African American, Negro, Creole, Colored, that we now finally see what took so long to find out the truth about our real identities. No one was about to stick out their necks and give us the truth if their intent was malicious to begin with. It was truly up to us to investigate these stories that are classified as American history for ourselves, due to having the majority of the so-called authorities of history only being limited to just narrowly regurgitating information that we were taught throughout compulsory educational institutions, headed by those who do not have your best interests in mind. Because if they did, you will be allowed the right to not be indoctrinated by their industrial-based curriculums uncritically. And I will not stop repeating this message to our people because a lot of our people have no idea. And this is why I'm here. So without further ado, now I'm going to play this clip.
So hold on. You said Marcus Garvey, Haile Selassie. Repeat that again.
Haile Selassie is a cracker anyway. Haile Selassie is not who was cool to tell us that there was no Africa. There was never any segregation before Selassie. Selassie was never here to tell us that there is nothing else. The earth is divided. My brother, you can drive from here to Mali. And in any way, there was no Mali Empire too, my brother. If we were to live in Mali, and you talk of MOSIAH as how rich mom, you will see it in Mali. We were never there. The time of Roosevelt, before Second World War, this is the time we moved to Africa because of segregation. So if Marcus Garvey was here, who want to be there, he wouldn't go and recline in England. The same people that created this mishap. Yeah, so Marcus Garvey was created by the cracker, and the cracker is sitting here. And anyway, I want to tell you of this, and anyhow, of the net anyway, because I've been on the net, but they blocked me anyway.
Hold on. You saying Marcus Garvey was created by the cracker?
Yes.
Why would you say that, man?
I'm telling you fact. Who told you of Marcus Garvey? And when you talk of what Isna, you talk of Malcolm X, as you talk of Malcolm X's father was a Garveyite, you have to understand what Alexei Lee wrote. The cracker was who played him. For what Isna, what Alexei Lee wrote, if you go to the town and ask them now, was anybody here? They would tell you that no one was here. So if I tell you that there was no Gambia, I'm telling you fact because I am in tune with who I am.
Okay, so who are the blacks in America? Who are the black people in America?
The blacks in America been living here ever since. They are aboriginals. The blacks in America been living here ever since. They are aboriginals. The blacks in West Africa just recently left where they were staying, Arabia, Europe, Northern Africa, America here, all about to go there because of segregation. And the land is still joined, my brother. When we talk of Pangea and how the land break, well, they've been laughing at us for talking of what is not even there. And the land is still joined, my brother. When we talk of Pangea and how the land break, well, they've been laughing at us for talking of what is not even there.
Okay, so the black man here in America, are they African people? Where did they come from?
The blacks living here in the area you are referring to, America. Pardon me anyway, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Yeah. Oh, okay, thanks. I'm sorry, my bro, anyway. Hello?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Well, when you talk of America, my bro, never ever associate what America be with us anyway. For America, it's a mishap. For America, it's what is why we are not free anyway. But if you're talking of the blacks that live here, I want to tell you that the land is joined and the blacks and white who were living here, been here gazillions of years ago. Yes.
So are you saying that we didn't come from Africa?
No.
So are you saying that we didn't come from Africa?
No. And the people that live in West Africa were never there. And the people that live in West Africa were never there. They are yet to be there. Anyhow, if you ask Say Auntie Job's parents were who founded where Mom was born at.
Sheikh Anta Diop?
Yes.
So we are not Africans then. The blacks in America are not African people.
They are not African people anyhow.
So who are they?
There is nothing as an African too.
So who are they?
There is nothing as an African too. So the people that live there, anyhow, I would prefer for you to refer to them as niggas anyway. So what is a nigger? This is what's called D. So nigger is not what is derogatory, my brother, anyway.
So we are niggas.
No. If me say nigga, it's just because the cracker was who make a tale. The cracker was who said that the blacks originated from West Africa, and West Africa is the nigga. So this is what Isne we've been mispronouncing and saying it as Niger. But N-I-G-E-R cannot be pronounced Niger. It's nigga.
So what does nigga mean? What is a nigga? Like, what does that mean?
West African.
Oh.
Yes, that's what nigga stands for.
Nigga stand for West African. So if we are not African, would it be fair to say that we are Hebrew Israelites?
No, Hebrew, you cannot refer to yourself as a Hebrew Israelite, my brother. Then you are doing what is terrible. What is of the Bible is a tale, and it's so bad for anyone to ever dare to even associate it with who we be.
Oh, so the Bible is a false book.
Yeah, the Bible is a tale. It's never occurred anyway. Today it's not as the calendar said.
Okay.
Today it's not 2016.
Oh, so today's year is really not 2016.
Yes. When the cracker make the date, Mom was just trying to bluff, to make it seem as if there was government, as the things that Mom claimed, as if there was a Roman Empire. There was nothing as a Roman or Greek Empire. There is nothing as any Ethiopian kingdom. It's all a lie.
Okay.
Yes, there was never any government. And this is what I was wanting for you to understand. If we want to be free as who we be, we have to understand that we are blessed to be who we are. So we are here to stay who we are totally, because we know what we be. But if you are who you are, instead of you be what you be about to act as another tell you, then the acting you've been acting is the cause we are of tune. And this is the cause mishap is.
Okay, are you a Muslim?
No, what is of Muslim, Hinduism, Buddhism, in anyhow religion totally, is what is why we are of link.
Okay, so would it be fair to say that religion, including Islam, had destroyed us? That is like an enemy to our people. It takes us out of our true self.
That's true. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And in order for you to know yourself, you are who should stay who you are. Because we are all blessed equally. Black is white, white is black anyway. So we are not to assume as if we are different in any way. So we are to understand our misbehavior is why we are off link. So if I call you, I'm calling you for you to talk of it in any way, because I want us to talk of it so that the American government can come about and apologize anyway. Because if you talk of it, my brother, the system will come about to tell you that they are sorry, because there was no America. All these things that the black people are celebrating, it was the cracker who composed it. you know what I'm saying, to deliberately play us. And in anyhow, it was the reason they were thinking as if they have any edge over us. But their same is what Israel is so us. But in anyhow, I want to tell you this too, my brother. Whatever you do, be about to know that is good at all times. So see good, go good, act good. Be about to know that your Creator is who made us all. And we are blessed as one anyway. And we are one family anyhow.
So you saying that we are one family with the with the white man? The white man is not our enemy?
No, you cannot be about to generalize it. When you talk of the cracker, when I say cracker is somebody who cracks you up with the tales, the fit that they fabricated. So if you be about to say that, hence they are who play us and brought this mishap by claiming white is superior, as if white can be superior anyway. So it's not like we should generalize it. And anyhow, if they come about to bring this way, we are not to come about and bring about any mishap.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You said Marcus Garvey was created by the white man.
Yes.
And you said, and then you said, we never went through slavery. Slavery was not real.
There was never any, yes.
How do you explain?
There was never any, yes.
How do you explain all the slave pictures, all the brothers and sisters that got their narratives? How can you fix your face to say that?
My brother, well, when you see the pictures, it was them who manipulated the pictures through software engineering. As I saw you have over there the lynching. My brother, do you think the crowd would drive through in a black neighborhood and lynch us and we sit there and let them do that? If they ever was who did that, I'm not saying they didn't do that anyhow, in any neighborhood that they are living and probably a pocket of blacks are living there. But what isn't we are saying, we have to understand that when you hear say, you have to understand that there was never any USA, period. So what isn't it, the talk of Abraham Lincoln is a deliberate tale. So it never was, what isn't it never occurred. So there was never any president of USA before FDR anyway. And they were anyhow the military. The military was what was ruling America. There was no election. What they talk of there, when they talk of it was them that have this system and they brought it to be about they let the females vote and it come to be later the black people is all a lie anyway. So all these artifacts you're seeing is them who fabricated deliberately to fool us into thinking the white was ruling black while it never occurred. So if I told you that there was never any colonization of any Africa, I'm telling you a fact. There was never any government in Africa before now. So when they talk of independence, my brother, this is how it is. I'm just being me. I try to read them and they are not even letting me read them because they don't want for us to be about as how I was wanting for us to be anyway. So anyway, please, my brother, what we are talking of Egypt, those things are what the cracker also tells, because the cracker is trying to play us for us to assume as there was government. So they've been leading us in this way anyhow. So in order for us to be about to want to be what we are, we have to understand that we all have to stay who we are totally. If we stay who we are totally, we will all be in tune with who we are, and then there won't be anything of any mishap anyway.
Okay, man. Maybe they don't want to hear you talk because you sound crazy. To say that black people, to say that white people created Marcus Garvey, then you stated that we never went through slavery. I mean, you sound crazy as hell. What about
my brother? We were never in Gambia or Senegal or Mali or Guinea or Nigeria before now. And if you are to ask the people that live there, because this is what I want you to understand, my brother. Now it's this way. So when you see the claim that they know of their ancestors, they are just lying. Black is sophisticated. If your ancestors were here, my brother, you would have known of them. If your ancestors were here, my brother, you would have known of them. If your ancestors were here, my brother, you would have known of them. But they were never here.
What about the Moors? Are we Moors?
Okay, this is what I want you to understand. What is a Moor? A Moor is a phrase. As to say, Moor is an English phrase. As to say better. Like for instance, if a white person come to you and say white is superior to black, and you be about and tell them I am more, you are telling them I am better. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the definition of a Moor. So if the blacks were referred as a Moor, they were also doing what is not good anyway. Because what is black is white, what is white is black anyway. So we are equal. So the mishap that occur when you be about to thinking we are different, I want to tell you that this way never was before our grandparents anyway.
Okay.
Yes. So if I tell you that there was any slavery, I'm telling you a fact because the American government can confirm it. If I tell you that there was any British Empire, yes, that's a fact in any way. I can tell you a lot of things of what is there. You are assuming there, you know what I'm saying, as if it's as it is. Like I told you, the earth is still joined. There is nothing as a continent of Africa or America. It's one land. I want you to understand this. There is nothing as a continent of Africa or America. It's one land. I want you to understand this. We're living in a star. There is nothing as a solar system. What NASA is saying of astronomy as if they have any spaceship or space station is all a tale. There is nothing as an astronomer. It's all an act in any way for you to know. So all Israel, we've been talking of science as to say white blood cells, red blood cells. Those are all tales. So we are assuming as if this is what is correct anyway. So I'm telling you a fact. If you know yourself, it's you know. So the other is not your way. Our Creator is who is here for us. So if you are who stay with yourself as who you be about to never pray as the other indicated.
I'm just here to make you think.